Team Healthwoods.
Hey.
What's going on with you? How was it? How was it in there?
Good and bad. Good and
Bad?
bad. Good and
What was
bad.
bad about it?
Yeah, good and bad. Telling and shocking. Different.
Let's get the bad news first.
Okay, the bad news. Well, they told us that we didn't produce or do some of the sales because that we should have done. We should have done things differently. But what is, well, good and bad is that we actually did some of it, but we didn't show it in there today. So it looked like we didn't do it, or we just trying to make excuses, but that kind of messes up.
For me personally, well, I'm hoping my team goes through. If they don't go through, I really take this one out because I think I dropped the ball a bit when I went out there during the week. I don't think I pulled it off correctly. I could have done a lot better at my sales pitch. In fact, I think I did do some well, but those just were not. We didn't get those on film. So let's just see what happens. I'm just crossing my fingers this time around. You know.
We felt one of the things that students like yourself use and you is the internet and the computers.
Coming up next, teenagers, the toughest customer for any business person to try to convince. Can Team Climbers engage them? And we're back. Next to face their focus group is Team Climbers. Now, Team Climbers' focus group is made up of 2 teenage students and 1 parent. Let's see how well they can sell to them.
The EP Tutor was born out of a need to increase the pass rates of students, not just in mathematics or English, but in every single subject. Because what we found statistically, students are not doing quite well at certain subjects. So we felt there was a need to increase the average pass rate of students. Now, how are we going to do it? We felt one of the things that students like yourself use and you is the internet and the computers. What we're going to do, we're going to use a medium which pupils and students use and they use well. We also wanted to make it convenient, make it flexible, and make it safe. It's real-time audio and video classes, so you're seeing it live. And what we're doing it, we're monitoring it. Some persons have the concern about a lot of things happening over the internet. And what we have is what we refer to as somebody who's a monitor who set the classes and will oversee what is exactly being said and being done on the platform. One of the things we also have is a subscription. Our subscription starts at $80, 4 hours a month. Now, we use that figure based on the average that a lot of people were saying, so we're starting with our EP Starter. We also have EP Intermediate, where we provide 8 hours tuition monthly. We also receive homework assistance, and the tuition is $120. Would it be something that you guys would buy into?
What about the tutors? Because in school we have a set teacher for every subject. But what if on Tuesday I have one teacher for math and then on Wednesday I come back and have a different teacher?
No, you're not having a different teacher. The teacher is assigned to you because we want the teacher to move with the student, to work around your needs. We're not going to give you a tutor. Today it's him, tomorrow it's me.
Well, I listen to you and I'm still not quite sure what you're selling to me. And you gave me a lot of technical information, but are you selling me a 3-point grade improvement in my child's grade over a period of 6 months? I mean, in what subjects are you going to be strong in? Are you going to specialize in a particular set of subjects, or are you going to do a whole range
like what we said
of subjects?
What we said earlier, Maths and English is what we're starting with, because we found that the Maths and English is where pupils tend to be weaker. So what we're selling the use of the platform to enhance the child's education. The child learns how to use a computer to enhance it, and also improves when they grade. It will improve the grade. Essentially, it will improve the grades of the students.
Yeah, because our whole registration form is designed to filter out. I wouldn't necessarily want to say the weaker ones, but we want to
specific needs
of the individual. So you mentioned a point grade increase. We want to be able to target the students that are more or less weaker. So, for example, upon registration, your child might be a 30% average grade. We know if, say, a period of 1 month tuition, if that child probably has a quick mock exam and that grade has not improved, even if it's by 1%, we know, listen, we can actually interact with the parent and say, listen, your child probably is not getting enough time.
And the other thing too is we have a curriculum specialist that will design the programs against what we want to offer.
Well, my only concern would be, for example, students getting distracted by other things they could do on the internet. And also about the hours. For example, if you are in a class and you don't understand something, you talking to the tutor and your 4 hours go. Is it just next month I'll find out about that formula, or?
No, it's at any point in time you could send the tutor an email.
Okay.
And if you with the internet, you could restrict sites. You could restrict whatever site you want to go to.
I would ask my parents to purchase it for me. I think the fact that it is on a computer, students do prefer technology.
I don't have any reason not to buy it. And it seemed to be the preferred choice, so I would go along with the rest of the kids. Because after all, they would be the ones using it, right?
All right, thank you very much.
Initially.
For me, your presentation was more or less, I can make tutoring comfortable. And it took the parents and even part of the focus group to indicate to you that, one, how are you going to improve my child's grade? So I didn't see the AP tutor, and we've seen many presentations from you, but for me, in you selling it about, it was more like, how can I make your child comfortable? Let's not make your child uncomfortable by having him staying after school for doing extra tutorials. I could have him home, lying down on his bed or by a desk, make him comfortable. And meanwhile, he could close one window and go to another window and be on Facebook, Twitter. So that, for me, was a bit weak.
A few things with me regarding your technique as with the sales. One of the things that you don't want to do is actually say your price too early, and you did that. You introduced your price too early and before your sales pitch, because what you want to do is first explain your services clearly. And what you did is you told people the price, the added value, which you spent a lot of time on. In fact, more time on the added value than what the value of your service. So that is something, it was good that you went and got all those added value items. But remember, do not be afraid of your price. I felt that you were hesitant, that you were asking too much money. You were afraid, you were not confident when you came to say why they should be paying this kind of money.
Team climbers? So, challenging, what would you say?
Well, challenging. I think our focus on this week was meet the target, and so we did everything that we possibly can. We pulled every trick out of the bag to try and get our numbers. And I mean, we met the numbers. I mean, we surpassed the numbers. So this week was really challenging for us. So, but we got it done. I mean, we never not get it done. We get it done.
Yes. What would you say was your biggest challenge tonight?
I think our biggest challenge tonight was actually with one of the parent, in fact. I think from the onset he didn't really get the full gist of what we were trying to sell to him. And I think he more or less took a little time to try to understand it. You know, I think that's our biggest challenge.
Not bad, but our judges are just not seeing smart sales techniques from our service-based teams. Now, selling a service, whether it is educational or health-related, often boils down to selling yourself and also establishing a level of trust that you can deliver on what you promise. But what about the teams with tangible products? Can they do any better? Let's find out.